Is it just me? Okay, no. First of all, I would like to say that normally I never find the news depressing. Like, I think it's due to my, I always process things after the fact. Of course, I think that's what 99.9% of people do. But, like, even, like, but I think with, like, news, I think a lot of people process it as it's going, and then they're like kind of sad, and they kind of fuck off and do something else. Odd. And like when Sandy Hook happened, like I guess I remember asking my math teacher, like, I asked him, like, why would someone do this? And the only answer he could give me was, like, evil, it's pure evil. And obviously he was right. I think a lot of it just kind of mixes up with my tism of, like, when someone speaks in a hushed tone or somebody does something that is out of the ordinary or just anything. Like I like zone out kind of, but I'm still like I'm processing what they're doing, but I'm zoned out on what they did, and it's just like it's kind of like an ASMR effect essentially, even though there is no ASMR to be had. So yeah, so there's that and how I process that sort of thing. But in terms of processing the bad news of the news, it's what is it? Like I'll think about it like days later, I guess. Um, but this news, I think, th- this 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 past news um has been some of the worst downtrodden news I've ever actually taken in and experienced. Like actually, like to the point where it's like what is it? It's like it's like it makes you I guess it annoys me. It annoys me in the way that I get annoyed at other people, but the annoyance is actually anger. So I think that's what it does. I think that's what the news does to me now. And like I'll still watch the news because I don't think it's like worth to shut it off, to block it all out, because I think that's kind of stupid and lazy and just somewhat irresponsible. Um, I'm kind of a pro America guy, kind of to the point of like, not to the point of like some people, but to the point of like post slavery type people. I don't know how to explain this, but essentially it's due to the fact that my ancestors, okay, so theoretically, actually, no, not theoretically, actually, if you were to look at it as a whole, slavery, the transatlantic slave, they added 20% more slaves on each boat because they knew a lot of them would jump off or kill themselves or get thrown off. And so the idea that there are 20% of each boat, and I don't know how many boats, but like 20% of each boat of lineages that didn't make it due to the fact that just the ride on the I almost said the plant ride on the boat was so vile, gross, and really shitty. And then when they got here to the United States, what is now the United States, a lot of them still died due to the fact of slavery, beatings, starvation, torture, just things like that. Like to know that like your lineage still was able to make it, two parts of your own was still able to make it, I think is like fascinating. And so in my pro America view, I'm would like to be pro American in the way of like knowing that my individualism stretches not really due to the fact that I'm an individual here, but more in the fact that I'm a product of individuals that have been uh, tortured, I guess. That's really the only word I can like actually think of, because like torture would still mean that like you're still alive, but like obviously some people die of torture. So I don't really know how to explain it. But essentially, tortured. So the fact that I'm still here is something that I find to be amazing and interesting, and what makes me want to still push forward in the United States. So that's what I was trying to say. Um, but back to the news and why it's sad and all this other stuff. I think watching somebody get shot 3 times, like I've seen someone get shot before in real life. And like that was horrible. But like then to see like but that person I didn't know. And granted, I don't know Renee Good either, but like she was shot 3 times for what I would say personally was like no, I, like no, like if she's a domestic terrorist, I'm Superman. Like that's all I have to say. Like there is no way that you can come to the conclusion that this person was a domestic terrorist or just some sort of agitator that was there all day. I don't know what the fuck was going on way before that, but I feel like they would have actually dealt with it earlier if it was that big of a problem. But the fact that they rolled up and then it became a problem is like weird. Like, I don't know what the fuck you're doing. But to see someone get shot 3 times in the face, and then to see the aftermath of the paramedics trying to revive her, and then to just know that like her own child, 3 children, I don't know. I like, like being widowed for like, I don't know, man. It's this is also why vigilantism's not a thing, because then you get people in masks like ICE who think that they're really cool, and they go around and they just do fuck shit, but they're allowed to do fuck shit because no one's gonna stop them. Now, granted, you could stop them, but I don't know what that result would look like on the grander scale. Um, but yeah. Anyway, so I think the news is something that like normally, like I'm okay. I'm not okay with them, but like I can stomach a shooting, a stabbing, a mass shooting, another mass shooting. Like it's all normal in the United States, right? But like this isn't. And I know that like mass shootings aren't normal, but like they are normal essentially. Like it's not new. Like nobody cares. Um, like this is different because it's like this is a whole new problem. It's not a new problem. Is it a new problem? It's a new phenomenon within the United States that I don't think has been addressed in a way that will be good. That has been addressed in a way that is positive. So that's what I wanted to say. This comes. I don't really have anything else. Um. Uh. All right. So that's really all I had to say. I didn't really have anything else. All right. I hope you have a fantastic week.